Hello, this is my 13th month update. In case you didn't see the other ones, I'm cold turkey Ativan 1.5 milligrams after 6 years. I recently looked in my records and found out this is the third time I was on benzos, so basically third cold turkey, but how would I know that? Because they put me on more drugs every time. So everybody's been bugging me for an update, and there's never a good time probably, so I figured let's just do it and get over with. Things have calmed down some. I haven't really had any like new or scary symptoms. I'm on day 79 of Kelly Brogan's protocol for eating right. It's basically like strict paleo. The first 30 days I did no gluten, no dairy, no sugar, no decaf, only drink filtered water, limit fruit. So basically I ate like a lot of meat and vegetables. I did drink her smoothie recipe minus the raw egg because I just couldn't get over the fear of that. And I can't even believe what happened, but the first 30 days I lost about 9 symptoms. So that tells me that food had a lot to do with some of my symptoms, or I was sensitive to food, who knows. But it's definitely working for me, and I'm not the only one. A lot of people are doing it, but in the groups, basically, a lot of people say, like, oh, you can eat like crap and you'll be fine, which is, it might be true. It probably is true. I mean, it is true, but I don't really want excess symptoms if I don't have to have them, But I feel like people don't try long enough. They just try for a week and then they give up. So I'm doing this for the long haul. I'm on day 79. So basically, the symptoms that left were restless legs at night. I would wake up with burning in my chest and itching, really like bad itching. That's like the main reason I did it, because I just couldn't take the itching anymore. Let's see, what else? My sleep schedule is what fixed itself the most, which I am like totally shocked. I was going to bed between 3 and 4, and I wouldn't wake up till like noon or 1. And within 30 days, I started going to bed at midnight, sometimes 11:30, and I wake up at 8:30 to 9. And when I wake up, I don't feel that cortisol rush. Like I was waking up feeling rested and like not like super excited about another day in withdrawal, but not like miserable, like, oh crap, another day of this. So sleep is the biggest thing that it really helped me with. What else? I can't even remember. There's so many. I posted it in the group when it happened. Oh geez, but sleep was the biggest one for me, and restless legs. And so, I mean, part of the reason I'm still on day 79 is because I'm scared to add food back in because I don't want those symptoms to come back, obviously. So, oh, I was having really weird in between meals, like feeling really shaky inside, and like my legs would feel wobbly, and I would feel dizzy and like aggressive and agitated in between meals, and I mean like within like 3 hours. So that stopped. So my blood sugar is evening out, I guess. So what else? Okay, I wrote a little list. Let me see. I went back to the gym about a month ago. I'm only doing like 50% of probably what I was doing on, before all this happened. So I'm taking it really easy. I did have like an increase in anxiety probably the first week after I was doing the workout, but I swear I was doing it to myself. Like it wasn't really like because of the exercise. It was because like I was worried about what was going to happen, because like I'd feel good for 10-20 minutes, and then as soon as I get in my car, all the anxiety would kick up. And it's because I was worried about like, oh, am I going to get another migraine? I had a migraine about, what was it, a month and a half ago. Oh, about a month ago. Had nothing to do with working out. I got the flu. I had a really bad cold the day after Christmas. It might have been the flu too. I don't know, but I know for sure the second time it was a flu. The first time I had a fever for 2 days, really bad sinus stuff. I could barely breathe. I was so fatigued I couldn't get off the couch. And then a month ago, I went to the gym on a Monday. I felt great that day. Like it was probably the best day I've had in a really long time. And then Tuesday, I woke up, was making my breakfast, sat down, everything was fine. I looked over at my phone, like I just went like this, and it was like my hand wasn't mine. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I was like, oh, it must be some new symptom, you know? And then I started seeing like tingling out of the corner of my eye, and I still ignored it. Like, it didn't phase me really. I see all kinds of visual stuff. I have really bad vision symptoms. And then next thing you know, here comes the aura, where I get like a streak across my vision, and it looks like a kaleidoscope. It's an ocular migraine, and I've never had these until I took benzos, and that was 3 years ago when they started. So I'm like really hoping and praying that they'll go away. It's just a withdrawal symptom for me, I hope. I've only had one the first year, and now that I'm in my second year, I had one more, but I really think that was from the flu. So hopefully that is a symptom that leaves me, because I used to have them 3 times a year. Okay, so I'm taking a full load this semester, which I can't even believe that myself. And so far, so good. It's only February, but I'm doing okay managing the workload and thinking, and I'm paying attention a little longer than I was. And I'm remembering things, and I'm not forgetting assignments yet. So, but they are classes that I like. I'm taking like 3 writing classes and a drawing class, or a watercolor painting. I love the painting the most. Like, I've been trying to take art and do artistic stuff as a distraction, and it's really helped me. And it's like my brain can't like think about withdrawal and draw or and paint at the same time. You can only do one of those things. So it's really helped me. I still have some pretty intense dizziness, and it's the last couple days it's been like if I walk and then I stop walking, I feel like my peripheral vision, it's like things are pulling away from me, or they're pulling close to me. It scares the crap out of me every time. And of course, like, intrusive thoughts was my worst symptom, and now they're like way more manageable, and I don't really like freak out as much. But my thinking is like most of my symptoms are mental at this point, and a lot of it has to do with like health anxiety. Like, I'm worried, you know, I feel like I sprained my ankle like a week ago. And so, but it's the ankle that I have titanium screws in. So I've been like totally obsessed with, oh no, what if I have to have surgery again? And then they give me a benzo, and then I'm right back in the same boat. So like, I have a lot of fear around that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's probably normal, because like, hello, we were like, I feel traumatized by this whole experience. So I should be afraid of meds and doctors and all that stuff, you know. But so a lot of my anxiety is like health anxiety, like just worried about and food. I have big food phobia. Like, I don't want to add back food because I don't want to get more symptoms, you know, or I don't want to eat pizza because I don't know what it'll do to me, or, you know, I don't really eat at restaurants or anything. I'm still not really socializing a whole lot. I'm trying to get out as much as possible. Yesterday, I mean, I should be looking at it as a good thing, but it kind of put things in perspective for me, because I always like say that I'm 75% healed right now, which might be accurate. I don't know. How do you even judge that? You know what I mean? If you're going to be a new person after this, how do you put a number on it? Because I don't really want to go back to baseline, whatever baseline was. I don't even know what that was. So I'm hoping like I'm going to become a new person after this happens. So basically yesterday I went to a casino night fundraiser for a charity in my city that helped me when I needed it. And so I went there as like to say thank you from that, you know, from the organization or whatever. So it was kind of like I had to be there and had to stay there because I was representing them a little bit. So I ended up staying for like, let's see, like 3.5 hours. And, you know, I had to like play poker, which I don't even know how to do anyway. I had to learn that. And like just overstimulation of the people and the noise and the perfume, and my throat started hurting. And I noticed like my throat will hurt if I'm around like a lot of chemicals or like in a store. I don't know if it's like, it's obviously some benzo symptom because it goes away, but that happened. And then my head felt like it was squeezing, and my left side of my face was numb. And then like I had a lot of anxiety at the beginning, but I just kept like, you know, talking to myself like, you're fine, you're safe, you know, there's cops around, there's paramedics here, you'll be fine, you know, everything's fine. So like it ended up turning out to be kind of fun. I mean, I felt like crap, and I had really bad fatigue. It like kicked in probably an hour after I got there. I don't know what that's about. Like, it feels like my fatigue is like there's a switch, and like as soon as I hit that too much stress for the day or whatever, the switch goes off, and I just feel like dead dog tired. That's why I started working out in the mornings, because I can't even make it to the afternoon to work out. And usually I'm fine at school, and then like when I come home from school, that fatigue thing will trigger. So I don't know. It feels like it's getting better as the months go on. I feel better with the diet change. It really helped that. But yeah, that happened. And then I had to go to another party after that, which, like, I haven't been to 2 places in one day for hours, like, this whole year. Okay, so this was huge. So then I went to a party at my gym, and I stayed for, let's see, 3 hours there. So basically I was out of my house from 3:30 till 10:30. So that's 7 hours I was out of the house and around people and doing stuff, which is, like, a big deal, you know? So I really felt like crap, I'm not gonna lie. But I also, like, it was kind of fun to just see people that I like at my gym, because, like, I really miss them. That's been the hardest thing about this whole year for me, was, like, the gym was like my outlet before this. Okay, so I've been working out for 3 years. It's not like something that I just picked up in withdrawal. And it was a huge part of my life, and I was there almost every day, and everybody that I like in the world was there, you know, and I had a lot of fun with them, and we'd go out to dinner on Friday nights, and like, I really fought hard to not lose that part of this and withdrawal. Like, you know, some people don't want to lose, like, their job or, like, their relationships, but, like, for me, I didn't really have a job or relationship, so I didn't want to lose my gym and, like, my ability to work out and all that. But sure enough, like, it was taken at month 7. I just couldn't do it anymore. I took, like, a break, I think month 3 to 4 too. It was just insane. And I mean, I shouldn't have probably done it in acute anyway, but I just was trying so hard to hang on to it. And I had read a book called Spark by John Rady, that exercise boosts brain, what is it called? BNDF, brain neurotropic growth factor or something. Basically, it's like fertilizer for your brain, and it helps grow new brain cells. So basically, in acute, I was, like, extremely symptomatic and full of intrusive thoughts and suicidal thoughts and dizziness, and I could barely even, like, look at the weight, and I had that toxic feeling like I was plugged into a light socket, like that inner akathisia crap, whatever. And literally, I'm, like, lifting weight, saying to myself, you know, that book says, like, this will help me heal faster, and, like, you're healing your brain, you're healing your brain. Like, I would say that every rep to try to stay, like, sane enough to work out. So anyway, the gym was a big thing for me. So, like, this girl came up to me last night that I used to work out with, and, like, I really thought she was cool, and I always wanted to hang out with her, and I'd see her at dinner on Fridays, and she's super nice. And she's like, how are you doing? And, like, that's the worst part for me, because I don't know how to answer that. Like, I'm not doing, like, I don't want to kill myself today, but, like, I'm not doing great, you know? So it's like, oh, I'm doing fine, and you just have to kind of act like, you know, God, I sound so negative, but, like, this is just what happened. So people were asking me that all night, you know, and I feel like I want to tell you to be honest, like this fucking sucks, you know, but you can't say that because they don't really get it. So, I kind of, like, teared up when she asked me. I was like, you know, I really miss you guys. Like, I'm trying to come back as much as I can. Trust me, you know, I'm just doing personal training one-on-one right now. I'm not ready for group classes. And she's like, oh God, I'm so sorry. Don't cry. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I have feelings, you know, like, it's okay if I cry. I wasn't, like, bawling. I just kind of teared up like I did just now. So she sent me a message today. She's so nice. She's like, I'm sorry for making you upset last night. I'm like, no, you didn't upset me. It's like, I miss you guys that much. Like, I miss my life, you know? It's really hard to lose things. But see, I'm okay with feelings. Like, I'm glad to have feelings. I should be sad that I had to lose that, you know? It's okay. And no, I'm not depressed or anything like that. I'm really not. Anyway, so I'm trying my best to get back in the gym. I'm going, like, 2 to 3 days a week. I take it, like, you know, maybe 50% of what I used to do. And I'm just really careful. And, you know, even while I'm doing it, I'm telling myself, like, this is going to help my dizziness. It really does. Like, it doesn't put me in, like, a window, but, like, it takes away a lot of symptoms after I work out. Like, I have the endorphins, and I feel kind of, like, calm. I mean, sometimes I feel kind of stupid. Like, I just feel dumb after a workout, but, like, it's calm. Like, I'm just not used to what calm feels like. And I notice, like, my dizziness and my balance stuff, like, all calms down. Sometimes the vision can get a little worse. I still have really bad vision symptoms. like light shows basically, and like visual snow, and like I'll see double sometimes and blurry. Like if I look at the moon, I don't see just one moon. I see like a moon and like a little shadow of one over it. Um oh, what was I gonna say? Okay, so I don't know. Last night, so that was huge. Like I am proud of myself. Like I went to like a fundraiser trivia thing maybe like 6 months ago, and I could not even stay. Like I couldn't sit for longer than an hour, and I had to leave because I just felt so sick and just like toxic feeling. So I mean, for me to make it 7 hours is huge. And I slept last night, not the whole night. Like I woke up a couple times, but I didn't wake up like feeling extra cortisol or like adrenaline or anything. So like that tells me like my ability to handle stress is getting a lot better. Um, but it just kind of like I don't. It depressed me a little bit. Like I can't do what I want to do when I want to do it. You know, I can't like sign up to do things every weekend because I don't want to feel like that. It just feels horrible. You know. Um, like I can't like I don't even like to use the word can't because I can do a lot of stuff, but I'm just not, it's, I guess it just kind of like was a wake up call. Like, yes, when you're at home, most of the time you feel okay because like you can control your surroundings. But like when you go out in public and you're in this environment that's, stimulating, like, no, you don't feel the greatest. So it was kind of humbling. Like, you're not doing as good as you think you are. But at the same time, I am doing better than I was like 6 months ago. So it just gave me some perspective, I guess. But also gave me things to work on. And by no means do I think like, well, that means you should stay home. No, I think like I should do that probably more often to get like my brain used to that kind of stuff and measure progress. And plus, it's just not good for me to stay in my house all the time. It's kind of sucks. But speaking of that, so like really I don't have kids. I don't have a husband or anything, so it's just me and my dog. So I walk the dog twice a day, in the morning and at night. I go to school 3 nights a week. My other class is online. So basically, all I do is do homework, cook, walk the dog, go to the gym twice a week, maybe 3 times, eat, grocery store. That's about it. Like, that is my life. And I'm just fine with that. Like, I don't really want any more pressure, or I have had to step down from a couple volunteer things that I was doing. I've had to say no to some like trips and opportunities, but like I'm like, okay, they can either wait or other new ones will come later. So I'm just trying to like hang in there, like this is really long and like the process is excruciating, but I don't know. Last night I was watching Don Killian's video. It was in the Voice Within room. His website is maryjoyousandfree.com. And he was talking about like, I mean, well, this subject comes up for me a lot. Like, what is my baseline? I don't know what baseline is because I've been on meds for 13 years. So I don't know like what a window feels like because I haven't felt good in 13 years. Like I just haven't. I felt like crap this whole time. So like it's scary because you don't know. Like sometimes I'll like go to the grocery store. It's gotten easier to do that, okay, number one, but like I'll go and like everything just feels so bright. Or like I'll see like this one day I saw this Chinese man or Asian man, whatever, and he had really deep wrinkles in his face, and I was like, oh my god, he's so beautiful. But then I was kind of like is my brain like processing things too much, or like is this real life? Like am I supposed to feel like grateful and like that man was beautiful, or like the oranges are really orange, or the bananas are really yellow, you know what I mean? I don't know, like everything feels like overwhelming, but I don't know if that's like supposed to be how normal people feel stuff, or that's how you feel when you wake up from benzo withdrawal, or that's just another symptom. Like, so this is a mind trip to me all the time. But basically, anyway, Don Killian was saying that like you don't want to go back to any baseline because like after this you're going to be a new person. So like that's what you should be looking forward to, that you'll never see life the same way again. And like he always says that like he's 100% healed, but even more than that, like yeah, he still has lingering symptoms like physical stuff, but he's like, I have more compassion for people that go through this. I have like other gifts came out of this that make you heal more than 100%. So like for me, that's what I'm trying to hang on to, is that like I don't want to be the person that I was prior to ever taking a psych drug. Like maybe I don't want to be that. Like I want to be something different and better. So like really that's what has me hanging on. Like I wonder a lot, like how do I even do this? Like wake up every morning, you know, and I have no idea how I'm gonna feel that day. Usually I find out pretty quick. Like as soon as I go on my walk, I can tell like how bad the dizziness is, or like how bad the anxiety is like what I'm worrying about, you know. So I've been working on all of, like anxiety, and you know, to me it's just like I have the chemicals in my body are not right. So like my anxiety is not pre-existing. It's like this withdrawal anxiety. I don't know. It's stupid, but anyway, so that's what I'm trying to hang on to. I try to help people as much as I can. I don't really post a lot about my issues. I'm really just trying to like get through the day and distract myself and do my homework and get done because I graduate in May, which I'm so freaking excited about. I'm also helping with the film. They're filming me like through my withdrawal process, and they're filming a lot of people, but I'm just one of the characters basically. So they're coming back in May. They might come back before then, who knows? But so that gave me something to look forward to. Like, see, you can help other people, and it's kind of cool that like they were here in like December, and then they came back in January, and I was like, wow, I feel different even in a month from when you were here before, you know. So that's cool. And then I did get into grad school, which is amazing that I even completed that application with the way my brain was feeling. I got offered a top tier scholarship, which is awesome. So I'm going to go into a Master's of Social Work program in fall, which means I'll have the summer off. So that's kind of why I did a full-time semester, to like keep myself busy, because like I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm just trying to wait. I need more time to heal, you know. So anyway, so that's about all I can offer. That's my update. Let me check my list really quick and make sure I said everything. Yeah, pretty much. Can I give you some hope? I really thought I was like, I mean, if I think to like one of the Facebook groups, and I've been in that group for a year basically, when I read other people's comments and like their symptoms, like I really put myself at like top 5 of the worst cases, because that's how bad my acute was. And like I can't even like put words on how bad it was, because like it was just horrifying, and the symptoms were so extreme and intense. But like it's like you can read somebody else's comment and know that they had it as bad as you or worse based on like what they say. So like I had some really scary like psychotic-ish stuff, and like when I see that mentioned, I'm like, oh, that person had it as bad as I did, you know. So anyway, I really thought like they were gonna have to put me in a home, sell all my stuff, and like people were gonna have to bathe me. Like that's how bad it was. Like I could not walk down a hallway without holding onto the walls. I couldn't eat anything. I would get like sick from the texture of food and feel nauseous at the same time. When I would drink out of a water bottle, I would like choke. Like I felt like I was suffocating. I'm telling you, like horrible, like intrusive thoughts every second. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. You're gonna have a seizure. You're gonna have a seizure. You're having a stroke right now. You better get to the hospital. Like endless looping thoughts of death for 6 months. Like I'm not exaggerating. It was absolutely like I didn't even know that level of hell existed on earth, and especially could come from a drug that my doctor gave me and that I took because he said that like I needed it. Like I had no idea this would happen. So anyway, I just thought there's no way I can get better from, there's no way. No, absolutely no way. So for me to go from that to like staying in school and actually getting really good grades, like I don't even know how I did that. I have no idea. The only thing I can say is that like there's some kind of grace in the universe that has been helping me this whole time, because I still am like astonished that I'm still alive. Like that I've felt so sick that I'm like, how could I not be dead right now? Because that's how sick I feel. Like a combination of like extreme diabetes with like chemotherapy and like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like just running with like toxicity, like running through your veins. Disgusting feeling. So anyway, if I can heal this much from that, like whatever your symptoms are, I'm telling you, you're going to heal. There's no way you can't. It's like the body, the way that the body knew to adapt to the medicine, it knows how to adapt back. So hang on to that. You don't have, I mean, for me, I didn't even believe I was going to heal until month 10. and this is month 13. So this is only like 3 months of me believing it, and I have a lot of doubts. I doubted it today. I had to talk to a friend about it. But like, it's undeniable. Like, even a month ago, I can look back and say, like, I couldn't even do that a month ago. So hang on to that. And another thing I hung on to was, like, I didn't even believe I was going to heal. But Baylissa Frederick, who runs that Bloom and Wellness page, and Baylissa.com, she went through withdrawal 10 years ago, and she's helped thousands in withdrawal. And she says over and over and over, everyone heals. Everyone. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't believe it, but Baylissa believes it, so I guess I better believe Baylissa. So those are some things I hope you hang on to. You might not believe it yourself, but we believe it for you. Have a good one.